Going on with movie reviews, this is Marvel's The Defenders, which is a Netflix series. This is the first grouping season of their four separate heroes. So this includes Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, in the order of which they had their separate seasons. The group has come together to take on the Hand through a series of events and, basically occurrences, because the Hand is basically a common enemy to all of them. So that makes sense. You expect to see all the supplementary characters from all the various standalone seasons, whether you're like a fan of Daredevil or Jessica Jones, whether you've seen them all or you've seen part of them, you can watch this season and be fine. You can even watch it if you haven't seen any of the characters, but I think you're missing out on a lot of what makes the Netflix show so interesting is all the character development and basically growth for all of them. In this season, I didn't quite feel that there was enough danger, and I didn't feel like the Hand was much of a threat. They had some supernatural things which were cool, the leaders were interesting, but their motives were somewhat unclear, and it kind of like, I expected more from this dangerous organization across the world, and I didn't quite see that. Other than that, the season was decent, definitely enjoyable and easy to binge watch all the way through. I was able to see the first 4 episodes early from Netflix, and then eventually I watched the rest of the season when it released. The first 4 episodes are quite a bit slow. The first couple, indeed, were just a build-up of what everyone's been doing, what they've been up to, and then there's kind of like small crossovers, and it gets better once everyone gets together. And then I actually thought the best parts were when they were maybe in their little separate groups. I absolutely loved Daredevil and Jessica Jones interacting with each other, and I'd love to see more crossovers like that in the standalone episodes, because I don't get that. Like, Daredevil's just down the street. You can have him come in for like 5 minutes to help out or say hello, and just add more to the connection of the universe, because, They also did a lot of comic kind of line setup, if that makes sense. A lot of the storylines were kind of created in this one, so they're definitely building towards some more interesting aspects. The shots were well done. There's another kind of hallway scene which was epic. The fights were well choreographed. They looked good. The general look of the show was fine. I had no issues with it. It just, some of the pacing was a little bit off, and I just wanted something a little more epic from it. It was fine. It was good. It was just like not quite where I wanted it to be, and I wanted to see like more damage to everybody. There was, some really graphic kind of deaths and issues and, kind of, I guess, punishments in some points. But I'm just used to the heroes, because in their separate seasons, they get the shit beat out of them. Like, all of them do. And you don't really see that here. They get kind of like, beaten, worn down like usual, but not quite at the level where they're really damaged. I just wanted some more stakes for this combination. But I feel like a phase of the kind of Netflix MCU has come to an end with this one. They wrap things up nicely while still leaving it open for more, obviously. They've sent everyone on their separate ways. Nothing really spoilerish. I mean, these groups are it's just like the Avengers, but in a smaller kind of, city scale of just New York. And this is just like a regular week in their lives, and then they keep going on afterwards. There were some more intense scenes towards the end, but even then I felt like it didn't quite go all the way when it could have, and just to leave you with that extra bit of because I was pretty surprised towards the end, and I won't spoil anything at all, because I don't like doing that, because you should be able to enjoy it. But overall, decent. I mean, it's definitely something you'll 100% want to watch if you've seen the other standalones, and even if you've seen just a couple, worth it. If you haven't seen any, it's not a bad spot to jump in and kind of meet all the different characters as they continue to move forward. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. You can read my full review in the description below.